Now, 11:15, and you know what? These Cyber Monday deals kind of are fluid. They go into Cyber Tuesday, maybe a good morning to kind of hang out and buy some more stuff.
It's Travel Tuesday.
It's Travel Tuesday.
It's also Giving Tuesday.
Okay.
So please don't forget your nonprofit friends.
Good stuff.
A lot of double up and company matches and all that good stuff happening. Tomorrow morning's gonna be a great day to surf the web a little bit. Take your time, have an extra cup of coffee. It's all those feels, because it's definitely going to be looking like winter outside for much of the lakeshore areas. Farther south, it's just going to be darn cold. Widespread lake effect snow west to east across the entirety of the lakeshore in the early morning. That begins to break up as the morning continues on. Temperatures will be in the 20s. We're only going to hit maybe 30 degrees tomorrow with mostly cloudy skies and, yes, more scattered lake effect snow in the afternoon, too. This is the latest on the radar. Snow mode is definitely active tonight. We do have that snow that is coming in off of the lake. We have scattered flurries off to the south, so if you've seen a few of those really pretty flakes flying around, you could thank Lake Michigan for that, because believe it or not, that is coming in off of Lake Michigan. But good old Lake Erie is definitely doing its thing with that west wind, and you can see we're starting to get a couple different west to east bands that are setting up. All of that is expected to congeal into one band as a big wave of energy begins to drop south. That wave is sitting just north of the lake right now, and as it comes in, it will really help to activate. It's going to wring out a lot of that moisture that is coming in off of the lake. So we have one band that is aiming out toward Erie, PA, Conneaut, Ashtabula area, another one that is just south of Menor and coming in just north of 90. So it's a pretty thin band close to the lake shore. As a matter of fact, I don't think Euclid is getting much snow, but East Lake is actually getting some decent snow right now. That heads out toward Concord Township and Thompson as well. So this is definitely going to be an evolving situation, right? So anytime we talk about lake effect, there are inherent errors that come along with it because it is such a micro scale event. So we try and take a big picture look at a very micro scale event and try and fill in as many details as we can. It's kind of like painting a picture that has one of those little mandala pictures. You've seen those? They're really nice to relax and do some coloring. You're trying to do it with a roller. It doesn't work as well, but that's what we have to work with. So the big ingredients are this. We have very cold air that's flowing off of Lake Michigan. We have this band of energy that is helping to drive even more of this Lake Michigan moisture into Lake Erie. That whole thing is settling south, and it's moving painfully slow. That's why tomorrow morning's commute is expected to kind of have a snowballing effect, pun intended, because the early morning, those snowplows are going to have trouble keeping up, if they can keep up at all, and then the traffic starts and it kind of just, everything evolves. So that's why we're saying if you can leave later, the better off you are going to be. All of it, of course, wind-driven. Lake effect is a wind-driven event. If we didn't have the lakes, we wouldn't have the snow, so there's that too. But the west wind continues across Lake Erie. That northwest wind is beginning to move in now, and that's going to help to really push all of this to the south tonight. The big picture, we're going to go real nice and slow here on this for the next 12 hours. That band, as it settles down over the lake, look how it just activates all of that lake effect snow across the entirety of our lake shore. Once it gets south of Greater Cleveland, it begins to break up because it's moving away from its moisture and energy source. And then we're going to open things up to more traditional lake effect snows that are probably going to shoot out into the lake effect's primary snow belt rather than the secondary snow belt, but we're still going to end up having some scattered snow showers around. So the heavy lake band in the morning will give way to scattered lake snow showers in the afternoon. And Wednesday, we're clearing out. So let's get into these details, friends, in your National Designer hour-by-hour forecast. The band will come in overnight and early morning. This is when our problems really start, about 4 a.m. or so. All the while, as that snow is settling south, look at your wind chill temperatures, single-digit wind chills in the early morning. So if you're getting up and getting rolling, make sure you bundle up. No snow in all of our southern counties. It's all right along the lake shore. But as this band moves south, it's going to start to weaken a little bit once it gets south of Greater Cleveland. This is 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. We will have some snow that moves into the inland areas. And yes, you can have lake effect there too. But after 8 a.m., we should start to see more of the snow kind of aiming back into that primary snow belt area. Farther west, I bet you get some sun tomorrow. It'll be cold, but I think you're going to have a pretty nice day. And you can see that even out to the east with those lingering snow showers into the afternoon and the evening, I think it's going to be pretty good. Meanwhile, sunshine, not quite 70, but a little warmer in tropical Dover. The snow intensities early morning. That's where we're going to have the problems, and then it will improve through the day. So a light dusting is possible south, but we're aiming right into the heart of the primary snow belt with our highest snow totals. Secondary snow belt will have impactful snow too, so please don't forget that. Farther south, just remember, if you're coming north, you're going to run right into it. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast. And after those snow showers tomorrow morning, we may get some sun peaks in the afternoon. Highs back to about 30, 40 with a few flurries left over on Wednesday. Thursday, like nothing happened. Sun peaks, upper 40s. Rain returns on Friday. We'll have a mix of clouds and sun on Saturday. We'll hold on to mild air to start next week with some rain showers, and we may have a few little wet snowflakes to mix in from time to time in the middle of next week.